Good morning, students. Today in this session, I will explain how to write the dimensions of the given figure. That is, our chapter is dimensioning practice. So in this chapter, the topics we have to discuss, those are what is dimension, elements of dimensions, arrangements of dimensioning, systems of dimensioning. Okay. First you have to know what is dimension. Dimension is nothing but it is a numerical value expressed approximately a approximate unit of measurements and indicated graphically using lines, figures, symbols, notes, etc. is known as dimensioning. So dimension is nothing but it's a numerical value we can express it. Okay, it's a numerical value, measured numerical value you can express it graphically. Okay, see here. Okay, in this figure, this 50 mm. Okay, it's a numerical value. So this numerical value we can measure the linear measurement from one end to other end, and we can express it in terms of numerical. So this numerical value is nothing but it is the length of that line, that is the dimension of that line. So that is the definition of dimensioning. Here dimensionings are mainly, there are two types, functional dimensioning and non-functional dimensioning. So in functional dimensioning, it is the dimensions of the part that is essential to the function of the part. Okay, that is shown in figure. It indicates its sizes, that is length, breadth, height, diameter. And non-functional dimensioning is, it is the dimension that is not essential to the function of the part. Okay, so that is the, it shows locations or positions of various constructional details within the object. So in this here, so in this here, this diameter, F means functional dimensioning, NF means non-functional dimensioning. Okay. Next, elements of dimensionings. So mainly there are 5 elements there. Those are constructing line, and dimensioning line, projecting line, also known as extension line, leader line, arrowheads. All these are the elements of the dimensions. So we will discuss one by one. See, consider any one figure. See, for this, here, see, total 5 lines there, 5 elements there. One is constructing line. What is constructing line? Nothing but it is a line of the figure for which you have to write the dimension value. Okay, see here, in this, see here, this horizontal line, it is a constructing line. For that line you have to write the dimension of that constructing line. And second element is projecting line or extension line. So here, see here in this constructing line, the dimension value is some 50 mm is there. Okay, always you can write the dimensions of all dimensions must be in mm only. Okay, here PL means projecting lines, DL means dimensioning line, LL means leader line. So second element is projecting line. So we can define the projecting lines. These are the lines drawn. These are the lines drawn and perpendicular to the constructing line as thin as possible. Okay, these are the thin lines. The projecting lines or extension lines are the thin lines drawn from the two ends of the constructing line perpendicular to the constructing line. So here, see here, projecting lines, these are thin lines drawn from the two ends, starting end and ending, starting and ending termination points of the constructing line. And at the same time, these projecting lines are perpendicular to the constructing lines. So perpendicularly, we have to draw two thin lines from two ends of the constructing line. So that is projecting lines. Also you can call it as extension line. Next element is dimension line. So dimension line is nothing but it is a thin continuous line. Dimension line is a thin continuous line drawn within the projecting lines parallel to the constructing line. So dimension line. So we can define in the dimension line is nothing but it is a thin continuous line drawn within the projecting lines parallel to the constructing line. See here, this DL is dimension line. So here this line is parallel to constructing line and within the projecting lines. And next element is arrowheads. That is, these arrowheads we can term it as a termination of the dimension lines. Okay, so that is starting and ending of the dimensioning lines. We can terminate it by arrowheads. That is the shape. So like, see here. So this is the starting point of the dimension line. That is our constructing line value start from this point, and this is the end point of the dimensioning line. That is, these two are the termination lines, and we can express this arrowhead by we can express these termination points by arrowheads. And these arrowheads, the dimension of the arrowhead is, and we can write this, there are different types of arrowheads there. That is open arrow, closed arrow, filled closed arrow. And the dimension of, we have to follow one proportionate dimension. That is 1:3. That is, if L is the length of the base of the arrow, and this L is the length of the arrow and W is the width of the arrow. The ratio between W and L equal to 3 times of W. So here the length of the arrow is 3 times of width of the arrow. Here these are the different types of arrowheads we can use. So this is open arrow, closed arrow, filled arrow, and in sometimes we can use this symbol oblique arrow. This is called oblique arrow. This is the origin indication. These are also termination points. So this is arrowheads. And next element is leader line. And this leader line we can use it for writing the expressing the dimensions of a small components. That is, if object consisting of a small elements like a small circle, small ellipse, small square holes. So for writing the dimensions of that small elements, we can write the dimension of that small element by arrowhead. And this arrowhead, you can term it as a leader line, and that arrow, see here, and you can the arrow head. So that is leader line. So this leader line is also a continuous thin line connecting the dimensions value or a node with the corresponding feature on the drawing. It is drawn, and this arrowhead is drawn at an angle of 30 degrees to the horizontal, and we can write the text on the arrow that is by indicating its dimension value. For example, if any circle diameter is 10 mm, so we can write 5 10. It means 5 it indicates the diameter, 10 means 10 mm. So 10 mm diameter hole is there. So that is, these are the elements of the dimensions. So there are 5 elements. One is constructing line, second one is parallel line, that is projecting lines, and third element is dimensioning line, arrowheads, and leader lines. So constructing line, first constructing line is nothing but it is a line for which we have to write the dimension value, and projecting lines for writing the dimension of that constructing line, we have to draw the we have to draw the thin continuous line from the two ends of the constructing lines perpendicular to the constructing line. Next, after that, we have to draw a dimension line, which is a thin continuous line parallel to constructing line, and this can be drawn within the projecting lines. And next, we can write the dimension of that line, that is numerical value. You can write above the dimension. So depending upon the system, according to the system, there you can write the dimension value. Next. So next, systems of dimensionings. There are two systems there mainly: aligned system and unidirection system. Aligned system. See here. So aligned system is nothing but it is a method. So in this system, we can write the dimension value from two directions. Okay, that is, you can write the dimension value from bottom side as well as from right side. It is facilitated to write the dimensions from two directions, that is from bottom side and from right side of the given figure. So see here, you can write the dimension, that is 90, 45, 20, 10, all we can write from bottom side of the dimension line figure. And see here, if the right side also, that is 20, 30, 45, 90. So we can write the dimension of this, all these values from right side of the given figure. Okay. And in this aligned system, you can write the dimension above the dimension line. Okay, see here, 90. This is above dimension line. So here 45, 90. This is also above dimension line. So in this system, the dimension value is placed above the dimension line within, and it is placed parallel to and at the middle of the dimension line with the dimension values are marked so that they can be read either from the bottom or from the right side of the drawing. So here, so in this aligned system, we can write the dimensions to facilitate to read from bottom side or right side of the drawing. And we have to write the dimension value above the dimension line, approximately at the middle of the dimension line, above the dimension line. See here. So like this, you can write the dimensions in aligned system. So if, see here, all these are the angular dimensions, angular dimension values. You can write. So angular dimension values, all these are angular dimension value. We can write in aligned system like this. And next system is unidirectional system. So for same figure, you can write the dimension in unidirectional. Uni means unique directions. So in this system, we can write the dimensions. In this system, all the dimension values are indicated from the bottom of the drawing only. Okay, not from the any side, right side or left side. Only from unique direction, that is only from bottom direction only we can write. We have to write the dimension of the value, dimension of the given figure. Okay, so dimension lines, and we can write the dimension at the middle of the dimension line. See here. So here within the dimension line, have to write so exactly at the center and middle, and we have to break the dimension line, and within that gap we have to write the dimension value, and only we have to write from bottom side of the figure only. So in this unidirectional dimensional system, we can write the dimension value. We can to read or to facilitate from only one side, that is from bottom side of the given figure only, and we can write the dimension value at the center middle of the dimension line. So we have to break the dimension line, and within the line we have to write the dimension. See here in this figure like this 90, you can write middle of the dimension line 45. If right side dimensions are there, you can have to write to only from bottom side only, not from right side. Okay, so the main difference between aligned system and unidirectional system is, in aligned system you can write the dimension value above the dimension line. In unidirectional system you can write the value at the middle of the dimension line. And in aligned system you can write the dimensions from two sides, that is from bottom side as well as from right side. But in unidirectional system you can write the dimension only from bottom side only. This is the main two differences exist between aligned and unidirectional systems. Next, so let's see here, middle, all these are the dimensions written in unidirections. If it is angular, have to break. So differences between aligned and unidirection. See here, in aligned you can write above the line, and in unidirection you have to write the at the middle of the dimension line. So symbols for shape indication shall proceed of dimension value. Generally, all these are the symbols we can use it for writing the dimensions of the small components above leader lines. Here 5 it indicates the diameter of the circle. Capital R means radius of the circle. S5 means spherical diameter. SR means spherical radius. Square symbol, small square. And the circle is dimensioned using the symbol 5 by any one of the way. So we can write the dimension of the circle by, so if it is a large like this you can write. So here the diametrical line, so 540 means diameter of this circle is 40. And here we can write the dimension by leader line. See here, so this leader line is nothing but it is the 30 degrees inclined line drawn, and above that inclined line you have to write the dimension of the circle, that is 5. First you have to write the symbol, follows the number. So this symbol it indicates the 5 means diameter, that is 25 mm diameter. So this is 512 means 12 mm diameter circle. So like this, if it is a cylindrical diameter like this, 525, 510. If arcs are capital, radius R10 means radius 10. So like this. If it is a small square is there, square 8 means here square hole is there, square, the dimension of square is 8 mm. Next, arrangements of dimensions. So we can, here there are in three ways we can arrange the dimensions. That is chain dimensioning, parallel dimensioning, progressive dimensioning. So here, see here, in chain dimensioning, so here, just see here, in this figure, 100 mm, 150 mm, 150 mm. So here, chain dimensioning is nothing but, so here dimensioning lines, okay, here three dimensioning lines there, that is 100 mm dimensioning line, 150 mm dimensioning line, and 150 mm. Three dimensioning lines are connected to each other. Okay, that is, so in 100 mm dimensioning lines, the ending point of the is connected to the starting termination point of the 150 mm dimensioning line, like this. So dimensioning lines are connected to each other along one line. So like this we can arrange the dimensions. If you can arrange the dimensions like this, that dimension we can call it as chain dimensioning. So in chain dimensioning, all dimensioning lines are connected to each other. See here, 50 mm, 50 mm, 50, three dimensioning lines are connected to each other. Parallel, okay, parallel dimensioning. So here, same figure. See here, three dimensioning lines there. That is 100 mm line, and see here, 250 mm line. So the starting point of the three dimensioning lines is same point. That is, here in this dimensioning lines, the dimensioning lines are parallel to each other. The dimensioning lines are parallel to each other. If you can arrange like this, dimensioning lines are parallel to each other, the arrangement we can term it as parallel dimensioning. See here, 100 mm line, and next, actually it is, this second dimension is 150 mm line is there, and we can write this second by changing its starting point to base, extreme left edge. So here, the 100 mm, 250 mm, 400 mm dimensioning lines are parallel to each other. So this is parallel dimensioning. And next, progressive dimensioning. That is, in this, the starting point of all dimensioning lines is same. That is origin point. Okay, dimensioning of 150 mm starting point is O, and dimensioning of 350 mm starting point is O, origin point, and dimensioning line of 550 mm starting point is same. So here, see here. Okay, so this starting 150, here just by adding the dimensions, we'll get the second dimensioning as 350, and by adding the third this value, we'll get the third dimensioning value as 550. So like this you can write, if so this so mainly the starting termination point of the dimensioning line is same. That type of dimension you can term it as progressive dimensioning, and you can write progressive dimensioning like this also. Next, combined dimensioning means it's a mix of three, chain dimensioning, okay, parallel dimensioning, and progressive dimensioning. See here, question. So redraw to full scale and dimensioning according to, and dimensioning it and correct it. So first, so here in this figure, you have to redraw the given figure as it is by following, by using the values, and you have to correct it. So here in this some mistakes there. So see here. So you see here this the whole dimension you can write here mistake is there. So actually in dimensioning line in ladder line we have to write the value above the line. So see here. So write the ladder line and write the dimension above the line, that is 5, 10, like this you have to write. Here also you can have to mark the, so this is you can write by ladder line. See here, you have to correct it like this. And here square hole. So this is also, this can be also, this is incorrect, and we can write this by writing 5, 15 plus 15, that is square hole is there. And here see here this 40 mm. So this is incorrect. 10 also incorrect. We can write. So that is total is 40, and you can write from bottom direction. So you have to follow any one of the method, aligned system or unidirection system. So here 40 mm, if it's not aligned and not unidirection, so if you have to correct, so for correct for writing correct dimension, you have to write from bottom direction, that is from bottom side you have to write 40 mm. Okay, we'll start here. So so in dimensioning practice, nothing but first you have to know what is dimension. Okay, elements of dimensions, arrangements, that is methods of dimensions and arrangements of dimensions. Okay, we'll stop here. Thank you.